it even goes even deeper about thoughts. I have nothing to give if I'm not intaking. I have nothing to say. I don't want this channel to turn into a book review channel, but half the time the ideas and the thoughts and the things that I encounter are through books. I came across a friend of mine, Jamie Yarrow, gave me a copy of this book, The Go-Giver. And I came across a very interesting idea. There's 5 laws. I won't give the book away. You probably should get this thing and go read it because it's really fantastic. He read it in one setting. I listened to it twice, back to back. It was really impactful. And law number 5, they're the 5 laws of success that they're going over in there. But law 5 was the law of receptivity is what they called it, or the law of receiving. Now, I have there's a weirdness about receiving. In my journals and the when I'm writing down the person that I want to be known as a giver. I want to give. And I like being around people that give and that are outwardly giving and doing. According to this book, the key, and I think they might be right, the key to giving is being open to receiving. What I mean by that, or what they mean by that, is in order to give, you have to be open. You have to be able to receive. One of the examples that they gave in the book was, as a human being, I am receiving oxygen and I'm breathing out CO2. If you were a plant, you'd be doing just the opposite. You would be breathing in CO2 and exhaling oxygen. So we exist sort of in a weird symbiotic relationship. Well, that's the way everything is with giving. If you don't receive, if you clog up the pipe, one of the things that my prayer meditation is that I want to be a conduit for the blessings of God, the things that go on, all the blessings that come into my life. I want to be a conduit. I don't want to just hoard them up. I want to give them out. The thing is if I'm not receiving the blessings, there's nothing to give, nothing to give. And that was everything. It's relationships and money and just blessings, just the things that come into your life. It even goes even deeper about thoughts. I have nothing to give if I'm not intaking. I have nothing to say. My good friend of mine, Steve Sanders, Brother Steve, was my pastor for many years, and he would always say that about reading and studying the Bible, that he would have, or he would say, if you want to, you can't not give it out. So you can't clog either end of the pipe. You can't clog the receiving end, and you can't clog the giving end. If you clog the giving end, nothing else can get in because it flows through. So if you stop giving out what you've been given, you stop being given. And if you stop receiving, you have nothing to give. Think about that. I thought it was an incredible, I've always thought that way in a way, but I never understood it. I never had it verbalized that way, of the law that you have to be open to receiving. Like a lot, we have, there's different places in the Bible that talk about giving and how good it is to give. And I found one verse at the end of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount where he's telling you to give, but he's also saying it's going to be given back into you. I don't know where it is. Look it up. I can't remember the specific verse, but look it up and study that thing out. Post some comments down in the, back and forth where we can discuss this a little. It is a really, I think it may be one of the fundamental laws, like sowing and reaping. I think God may have put that into the existence of man, that we really have to give. but we really have to be able to receive. And it just functions that way. So remember to be open not only to giving, but also to receiving, because your receiving of a blessing is another person's gift. So seek it out, think about it, comment below, and keep pressing toward the mark.